On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Greetings to you and welcome to day 5 of our Christmas song, the 12 Days of Christmas. And what we're doing here is we're looking back at the significance and the meaning and the importance of this beautiful carol. It's one of the most popular. It's in the top 10 every year in the United States. And it rates the top 20 in the world. So it's well known in Great Britain. It's well known in other places, but it's beloved here in the United States. And if you haven't caught the other ones, well, then we've got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And I do have a word of announcement for you. We're going to have all of them put together by Christmas Day. So you can go back over or you can show your friend. I'd like for you to share this right now, if you don't mind. I'm Dave Lucas, and this is a fun thing for us to do. During this COVID quarantine, crazy COVID year, we just thought this would be a lot of fun for you. And so we welcome you. We know many of you are following. We'd like for you to share this so others could follow along too. We're in day 5. 5 golden rings. Now, before I go too far into this, I want to explain that back in the day, when somebody says that, they mean a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away. Back in the day, I used to sing this with a group of people I traveled the country with. We went everywhere: California, Canada, Texas, Florida, all over the United States. And when it would get near Christmas time, it'd be dark, we'd be headed back to our office, and we would all sit in the bus and sing these songs. And in this one, my favorite part was 5 golden rings. Now, here's why. I'm not a good vocalist, as you can tell. And that's why I like for you to sing along with me so you can cover me up. But my favorite part of this whole song, and it is, I guess, with many people, this is their favorite part, 5 golden rings, I would say, sing that, 5 golden rings, and then I would trail off with my voice and the pitch and drop it at the end of it. Something like this. 5 golden rings. Why did I do that? I have no clue. I just like the sound of it. So at the end, when we close this video 5, I'll do that. And you'll have to kind of sing on your own. And if you don't want to trail it off, you could go up. You can do whatever you want. So welcome. We're thankful that you're here. All of our friends and family members and different ones that are following, thank you. So this is the 5th day. And I've said this repeatedly, but just so you know and you don't call me out on it, generally the 12 days of Christmas begins on Christmas Day and works toward the Epiphany, the gift of the Magi. Traditionally, originally in France at a council, they acclaimed this to be the 12-tide, days that they would be prayerful, sacrifice, concentrate on the Christ child, the gift of the Magi, the Mother Mary, and so on. We in the United States, if you're watching from other countries, we in the United States, we're pretty much done with Christmas on the evening of the 25th. Now, some people do leave their lights and their tree up for a while. I'd be interested, how many of you watching take your tree down on New Year's Day? Just put in there, yeah, I take my tree down, my Christmas decorations down on New Year's Day. How many of you leave them up? Traditionally, you're supposed to have them all down by January 5th. If you don't, it's a bad omen. I'm not superstitious. I hope you're not, but so I'd like to hear from you on that. And I'd also like to hear, as we're going along, don't spoil it. If one of the other verses is your favorite, well, wait. But if you've got a favorite 1 through 5, I'd like to know which one it is and maybe why. Like 3 fat hens, why do you like that? To eat, you like chicken? Whatever. Calling birds was changed by a guy by the name of Frederick Austin in 1909. He gave us calling birds instead of collie birds. Collie birds, coley birds. Yesterday we talked about all those different 20 derivatives of those birds. And he also extended the 5 golden rings. I'm not going to do it right now. He's the one that drew that out because it used to be 5 golden rings. It didn't have that break, but I suppose that break now helps it along. So I'd like to hear from you about if that's your favorite or if you've got some others. But Frederick Austin published this, put music to it, and drew that out, made that long drawn out 5 golden rings. Now here's the thing. Every time you see this printed now, or you see lyrics, or you see picked symbols, any kind of picturesque, pictorial representations of this, it's jewelry. Sometimes diamond rings, gold, just gold rings. But there is some indication that these are ringed neck pheasants. Now, I don't know, but if you think about all the birds that are in this, and one of my friends, Beverly, said too many birds for her, but it could be about 5 ring-necked pheasants because you've got a partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves, 3 fat chickens, 4 calling or coley or dark birds, blackbirds, and 5 ring-necked pheasants. That may make sense. There's a lot of birds in this song. Beverly says it's all for the birds. I don't know. But it could be. But most everybody, especially now in the United States, think of golden rings for this, and that's traditional, kind of a nice gift to give somebody. And why would you need 5 of them? I don't know. And nobody says this song has to make sense. Again, we've said it repeatedly, this is a rhyming game that was used for children to keep them preoccupied and keep them moving around, because if you didn't get it right, if you couldn't remember, like I have to really be careful and remember all of these, well then you're out and you have to forfeit your position in the line and somebody else gets to take your place. And so you could get really good at this, I suppose. And I know people who are good at it. But if you can do this, you're a champion. I thought that was pretty interesting. So what's your view on this? You think it's pheasants? I'd like for you to put that in comments. You think it's golden rings? You think it's jewelry? Put it in the comments. And remember that we're moving all the way through this up to Christmas Day, even though this would have started on Christmas Day and gone to the Epiphany. So this is a lot of fun. And we keep picking up viewers every day we do this. I think it's great. Please share this, if you wouldn't mind. 5 golden rings. Could be ring-necked pheasants. That was their habitat. United Kingdom, France, in the middle of France, those kings hunted those pheasants all the time. They were in Greece way back, so it could be. Your thoughts? I don't want to tell you what I think. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you following along on the 12 days of Christmas. Isn't this fun? Don't you think this is fun? What a nice way to spend COVID Christmas together. And again, please forgive my singing. My voice is raspy. I'm not a good vocalist, but I want you to sing with me and stay with us every day on the 12 days of Christmas. We're going to sing it one more time. Andrew says 5 golden rings. You think it was jewelry, Andrew? Wonder what Mike, he's been following. Mike, what do you think? Well, give me your thoughts. Here we go. Sing with me now. I'm getting ready to close. This is your big moment. Sing along with me if you would, please. This is the moment you've been waiting for. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, big finish, and a partridge in a pear tree. Stay safe. See you tomorrow.